Okay, so hey everyone, and welcome to Old Glast Heim solo as a performer, specifically the minstrel class. But yeah, so before you begin, you really want to bring a few resources with you, mainly green potions for the final boss, plenty of fire and silver arrows, those will be required to do damage, and a ton of throat lozenges and regressible tears so you can cast your skills, of course. If you want, I'll go over equipment throughout the video, and as we get to the very end of it, I'll give a overview as to what you generally need and what I use. And this is more of a walkthrough than a tutorial. I'll be showing you what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I'm considering, rather than specifically a one-to-one step guide on how to do it. Okay, so in this instance area, I will have a few shields on me. 2 for damage resistance and 1 for extra damage, which is Mad Bunny. In this first area, I'm using Mad Bunny for more damage. As you can see, I'll swap there. And no, just bring all the mobs into one big area, severe rainstorm them, they'll die. Do the same for the stragglers, one area, severe rainstorm them, and musical strike anyone who's left alive, or arrow Vulcan, or just your skill of choice. So these first few areas, there's nothing to really talk about, to be honest. It's just simple go in, severe rainstorm, get out. For this first area though, where there's monks, they can cast Agi down on you, it's really annoying. What I recommend for that is just bring a city map along with you. You can get one for 250 honor tokens, which is a part of the main quest line anyways. So yeah, should be pretty easy to get as long as you done that main quest line, and it will just let you allow it to switch to it, cast Agi up, get rid of the Agi down debuff, and carry on with your way. So yeah, keep killing them, they'll die, talk to the dude, and then make your way across the other area. Okay, so the maggots is where a lot of people get stuck, to be honest. So what you want to do is you want to swap to a fire arrow, and I'm still using the Mad Bunny, and I'll tell you why in a second, but what you want to do is you want to cast Severe Rainstorm on top of the maggots, then walk over them. So cast Severe Rainstorm there, then lure them into it. Cast Severe Rainstorm on top of the corpses, then walk into the... Severe Rainstorm lasts for a full 3 seconds, so you definitely want to make use of that whenever you can, every single time. It's really useful, just make the use of it, make the most of it, I mean. But the reason I'm using Mad Bunny rather than a damage resistant shield is because since there's so many maggots that spawn, they're going to hit lock me anyways. They're going to get me locked into a flinch animation where I can't attack, I can't do anything, and that's going to be bad. So Mad Bunny, it gives me a chance to do reflex damage, and when I'm getting hit a ton, reflex damage will hit again and again and again and again, it will keep on reflexing. And the reason this is good is it has a chance to proc Hawkeye, and Hawkeye will let me instantly cast Severe Rainstorm. And that's pretty good, because usually what happens is maggots keep on hitting you, you keep on getting interrupted, so you can't cast Severe Rainstorm, then you die if you do it wrong. But if Hawkeye procs, then you instantly cast Severe Rainstorm and you're saved. It's just like a % chance to not die, basically. But that area's done, over with, easy, taken care of. So in the next area, I do swap to a damage resistant shield, specifically a Cursed Knight shield with a teddy bear card. Teddy bear card being the important one, and back to silver arrows here. So this area, what you want to do is be really careful with the archers. Just lure a bunch of palace guards together and walk up to the first archer you see, severe rainstorm them, and have everyone die. Do not try to lure the archers, do not try to mess with the archers. The archers here can and will kill you, they do a ton of damage. The reason I'm surviving so much in this footage here is because I'm using Deviling card. Deviling gives me 50% neutral damage resistance, which lets me tank the archers really easily. But these guys can very easily do 40k, 30k damage to you in a single hit, and there could be multiple of them too. You just really want to be careful around these guys, is my advice here. So yeah, drop a bit of junk, I don't want. But yeah, you can see I'm getting pretty reckless with the archers. Again, that's just because I have Deviling card. If you don't have Deviling card, be really careful around these guys because they can and will kill you without thinking. But yeah, just rinse and repeat, severe Rainstorm them, take it easy, take it careful. Don't get ganged up on by archers. So I'm just finishing off the last few guys here. And they all die. So, Root of Corruption. Root of Corruption is the first boss in Old Glast Heim Hard. And the bosses are really the things that take up most of your time here, to be honest. So, of course, use fire arrows for maximum damage. And you also want to use a Penomena card. This will give you 30% formless resistance. And it will help you tank Root of Corruption in case you do anything wrong by accident. So I'm hiding behind the pillar. The reason I'm doing this is Root of Corruption's Hell Judgment, this skill right here, it requires line of sight. So if he can't see you, he can't hit you with Hell's Judgment. But that's not the main thing I'm concerned about. The main thing I'm concerned about is A, the maggots he does, and the Earth and Demonstration. And also if you get cursed here, just wait it out, don't risk it, don't take the risk. I'd say just wait it out. So, Demonstration. How I'm avoiding that is I'm waiting for him to begin casting Hell's Judgment or Earthquake, and then I'm just severe Rainstorming. Never try to fight this guy, never walk in front of this guy if he's not in the middle of casting something, is my advice. Otherwise, he's just going to cast Demonstration. No, your weapon's going to break, it's going to be terrible. Don't do that. Just only attack him if he's casting something, basically. So for the maggots, you see they begin spawning here. I'm casting kind of like between him and me, so I'm hitting him with the very edge of severe Rainstorm. But as you can see, you get cursed again, just wait it out, be careful. If maggots are like ganging up on you, then just severe Rainstorm on yourself, get rid of all the maggots, stay safe. That's the important part here. You don't want to die, and here I do die. Because I wasn't paying attention to him, I was too distracted by the maggots, so I'll just go back in. Earthquake's what killed me, by the way, since Earthquake can go through walls, so you want to be careful with that, but yeah. So these next two segments are pretty rinse and repeat, to be honest with you. So the only monster that's actually a threat here is the Raedric Archer, the Wandering Archer. That's the only thing that will kill you. The Calyxbird Knights, the Palace Guards, the Bloody Knights, the Abysmal Knights, none of those guys are really threats. They're usually too slow to catch up to you, they don't do much damage. I don't consider those guys even threats, they're just things you can kill. The Wandering Archers are the only things you need to look out for here, so same thing as before with the Palace Guard and Archer area. Just lure a bunch of monsters together and severe Rainstorm over the first archer you see, or if you have a good group. So you know I'm getting these guys all together, I see an archer, lure them in, go to the archer, severe Rainstorm him, and good to go. So I'm going to the second area here, exact same as the first one, rinse and repeat, same old, same old. Nothing to mention here at all. Probably just cut it out. So there we go, 1 SR, mini boss dies, and we go on down to Antarious. So in this I go back to the Mad Bunny, and I put my fire arrows back on, because you know there's maggots here, want to look out for maggots, and right now I recommend dropping all the trash you don't need. You know, drop your Illunium, your Bragium, I even drop like a few arrow quivers here, because I don't want them. But it's the same as the maggots from earlier, just severe Rainstorm on them first, and then walk over them. There's no need to take any unnecessary risks, just SR, then walk over them. SR, then walk over them. That's all you need to do. And of course, use fire elements, since they're earth element, they take more damage from fire. Rinse and repeat, same thing, over again, again, again. And one thing that most people don't do is they don't clear out all the maggots here, and that's a mistake. In Old Glast Heim hard mode, you should definitely clear out every single maggot. Every single one. The reason is that these maggots, they're like half of your loot, to be honest. You get so much loot from these maggots, and people just ignore them, and I don't know why. I think I actually missed two corpses to the right here, to be honest. Yeah, over that wall. But definitely clear out every single maggot. Oh wait, no, I do get them. But clear out every single maggot. It will like double the amount of loot you get. Never avoid it. But now getting into the Antarious fight, this one's a bit more complicated and a lot longer. If you don't feel like doing this, then just skip it is my advice. It's really long and it's unlikely that you get any loot from it. Any good loot from it. I'd honestly just advise that you skip this one, to be honest with you. But if you do want to do it, then bring silver arrows, bring a shield with a teddy bear card in it for damage resistance. Deviling will help out a ton here, but you need to be really careful about Dark Grand Cross. But I'm just waiting for them to finish their dialogue. So, what are we going to be doing? I'm going to back off. Make sure I never go overweight here. If I go overweight, then I'm screwed. So I'm going to be using the pillars here primarily. So what's going to happen is Antarious is going to spawn. I'm going to severe rainstorm him, then quickly hide behind the pillar and hide from him, and just keep on doing that. I never want to get close. I always want to keep my distance, and I just want to avoid as much line of sight as possible. Via Rainstorm, then I run away from him. There's no benefit to me staying nearby him, and Jisbug card did proc there. You really don't need Jisbug card for that. I was just too lazy to decard it, and I accidentally get too close here, so you know, I'm lucky to be alive, but yeah, just be careful with that. So all you really need to do is constantly lure him around in a circle around these walls. Speed it up a bit here as I get further in, but you do want to just continuously lure him around in the merry-go-round. So severe rainstorm and then run away. There's no benefit staying near him, and it's just one big battle of endurance, to be honest. Just need to stay away from the Dark Grand Cross. You want to not get Hell's Judgments. You don't want to get hit by anything really bad. You really just want to severe rainstorm and then get out of there. Severe rainstorm, get out. And it takes a really long guide to kill this guy, to be honest with you. And if you do get cursed at any time during this fight, just run away. Do not engage with Antarious. If you're cursed, the movement speed will kill you. You won't be able to escape any of his attacks, and just don't do it. If he uses Dragon Fear, which you know, silence, confuse, just drink a green potion. Even if you don't think you got debuffed, drink a green potion anyways, because there's been a few times where I don't think I got silenced or I don't think I got confused, but I was and then I died. So drink a green potion no matter what is my advice there. But yeah, honestly this is the whole Antarious fight. You just go in and rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Severe rainstorm, in, out. Severe rainstorm, in, out. You never want to spend any amount of time nearby Antarious, since there's no benefit to doing so. Once your severe rainstorm doesn't benefit from you being nearby it at all. So severe rainstorm, get out. So if he does go to the lower area down there, that's pretty scary because he can Dark Grand Cross through the staircase. So just try to lure him out of there, since it's pretty terrifying if he does that. So yep, he'll go in. And you're just repeating this over and over again, to be honest with you. That's it. That's all you're doing. Nothing special to it, just one really long battle of endurance. So, while I'm here, I suppose I'll answer the question of, wow, this is so cool, do you do this all the time? And my answer to that is no, because again, this Antarious fight is taking years, and I'd preferably get an MVP card one day, so I typically bring a duo partner with me to just speed things up by a ton. This run took me about 40-ish minutes to do. And 40 minutes is a really long time. I die there, and I'm pretty sure I lose the run. But, you know, I could turn a 40-minute run into just a 15 or even 10-minute run with a single duo partner doing DPS for me. And, you know, something that a lot of people are probably thinking too is like, wow, you're so rich, but I'm so poor, I could never do this. If you really want an Antarious, if you really want an Old Glast Heim solo budget guide, then I can do that. If you really want it. I think I died to Hell's Judgment here. Yep, he off-screen Hell's Judgments me, I get cursed and then I die. Yeah, well, that's how quick combos. But yeah, that's basically it. However, thankfully that's really not all though, since even though we did die, we were soloing it and we've got a ton of loot. We have 675 Glast Heim teeth and mouth, we have 339 contaminated magics, a few temporal crystals, and yeah, pretty good loot to be honest, even though we didn't beat Antarious. And I'll show you how much the Glast Heim teeth and nails sell for in a second here. So I have 0 zenny here. I'll sell them to the tool vendor. Yep. And I end up with 2.5 mil, I believe. Yep. So that's 2.5 mil plus the 339 contaminated magics, which should be 5 mil in total. Yeah. So I think that's all I have to say really. I still recommend a duo partner if you're interested in doing this, but yeah, overall I hope you enjoyed, have a nice day, and peace, bye.